I am Dawn Vason, and today's guided meditation is identifying self-judgment and bringing in self-compassion. Self-judgment and self-criticism can be very ingrained thought patterns, so much so that we don't fully realize that they're even present. Many of us have a lot of conditioning that negatively impacts the thoughts that we hold about ourselves. And many of us are just starting to recognize the ways in which we talk to ourselves, how often we treat ourselves with unkindness. Much like improving our physical health, it is important to first be aware of the ways in which we are suffering as a result of self-judgment. It is also important to not start judging ourselves for being judgmental of ourselves. We've been doing our best, and self-compassion is a skill that must be practiced like any other skill. This meditation is to support us in identifying our self-judgment and bringing in self-compassion to meet it. Allow your eyes to do whatever they need to do for you to have the most awareness without being distracted by your surroundings. For some of us, that means allowing our eyelids to close, and for others, it means allowing them to be half open, softening the gaze, and letting our point of focus rest towards the earth. And now, tune into your breathing. This is to help you come into contact with how your body is feeling now and with the present moment. The breath anchors us to the present because it's only ever happening right now. Not in the future, not in the past. So just tuning in and noticing where you're feeling your breath. Is it more in the chest area, the throat, or around the nostrils? If your breathing feels a little shallow, what does it feel like to allow yourself to deepen your breath, breathing right into the bottom of your lungs? Explore this gently, without force, without expectation. Are there any sensations or emotions that arise by doing this? By deepening or feeling your breath? Just take note of them, knowing that there's nothing to change or fix, and all our sensations and emotions and experience are welcome in this practice. If it feels good, allow your breath to deepen even further, right into your belly. And again, take notice of how your body responds to this. Notice if anything is coming into your consciousness that wasn't there before. If there are any thoughts coming up, simply observe them, note them as thoughts, and then allow them to dissolve. As you allow your body to be still and rest, you might note that certain ideas or concepts are floating to the surface. You may notice messaging like, "I don't know how to do this right." Or, "I can't stop thinking about," fill in the blank. You may also notice emotions arising, which is very normal. When we slow down and we are still, we create space for things to arise. It's like we're taking our feelings off of mute, and now we can hear them. Conversely, you might feel nothing at all, which is equally normal. Many of us, once we start paying attention to what's happening in our minds and hearts, may experience a sort of numbness. A teacher once told me, feeling nothing is still feeling something. So if you feel nothing, allow yourself to have that experience too. Whatever it is that you're experiencing, see if you can just watch it and note whether there are any voices of self-blame, self-shame, or self-criticism coming up. Are you telling yourself that you should be feeling differently? Are you perhaps resisting this experience and telling yourself you shouldn't be? Is there anxiety about the future coming up? Or a sense that this is a waste of time and that you should be getting things done? Whatever that critical voice is saying for now, you're just letting it speak. You're just tuning into the radio in your mind. And if at any point this becomes too difficult, ground back into your breath or notice your connection with the earth beneath you. Do whatever you need to do to care for yourself in this practice. Once you're aware of what messages you're receiving from your brain, sink back into your body. Notice if there are any physical experiences that might be coming up. Maybe a tightness in the shoulders, holding in the stomach, fluttering in the throat, or even a sense of numbness throughout. There might be something entirely different. Whatever you're experiencing, just witness it. If our thoughts are like the part of the iceberg we can see above the water, then our emotions are the much larger part beneath the surface. And often we have to witness the thought before understanding that there's a larger emotion beneath the surface holding up that thought. Feelings that come up around self-criticism can be anything from anxiety to varying levels of fear, grief, or anger. See if you can notice and label what emotions are swirling around in your head, your throat area, your stomach. Can you recognize that any sensation attached to self-judgment is suffering? That you are having a hard time with something? Struggling and suffering are part of the human experience. They are part of being a person who is alive. See if you can try, just in this practice, to let go of the thought that is above the surface and sink into your body and offer some compassion towards the emotions or the feelings that you're having. You can try placing a hand over your heart and or your stomach, or maybe even around your collarbone. And then placing your other hand on the top of the first. And just experience the warmth and the sensation of care and compassion that comes with touch. You can allow your breath to deepen again, breathing into that sensation of care and concern. Can you say to that emotion, to this experience, it's okay. It's okay. Can you allow it to be in your body while offering it some kindness? You can also deliver this message to your whole being. It's okay. It's not your fault. You're doing your best. I'm here for you. I love you. Whatever feels right, whatever you might say to an upset child, or a pet, or a friend, see what feels right to say to yourself. See what it feels like to speak kindly to the parts of you that are suffering. You can also try placing a hand on your chest or your arm and even gently stroking yourself with care, anywhere that feels right. We are all trying our best in life. And while thinking critical thoughts about ourselves or our actions can seem like a very motivating thing to do, or a way to prevent us from getting hurt, being critical and judgmental of ourselves actually causes more suffering. Paying attention to how we talk to ourselves can be a key in unlocking our patterns of thinking. And then showing care and concern for the parts of us that are struggling can help us positively transform the relationship that we have with ourselves. The more often we practice this, the sooner we are able to recognize self-critical thoughts. And upon this recognition, we can remind ourselves that we are perfectly imperfect humans, doing our best, and that no matter what, we are worthy of love, acceptance, and encouragement. Take a few more loving breaths in and out of your body. Reconnect with the surface beneath you. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart or in prayer position. And thank yourself for taking care of yourself. And slowly open your eyes whenever you're ready and carry this compassion with you into the day.